Hey, what's up? It's Dave here from the Matt and Dave Show, thanking you for listening and reminding you to like, share, and subscribe if you like what you hear. I think you will, but you know, I'm biased.
He's Dave. I'm Matt, and this is the Matt and Dave Show. Woo! What? Why can't you just say something after that?
Woo!
You always have to make some sort of
Onomatopoeia,
noise or
little pattery thing.
Like something.
Squeeze, 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 squeeze.
You really need to work on your intro.
Dude. My intro has been consistent.
I said that's true.
And branded for a while now.
Branded?
It's branded.
No, it's not.
Hash brown trademark.
Oh, jeez.
Hash brown TM.
All right, great. Well, yeah. So this is the Matt and Dave Show. Welcome once again.
Yeah. And then you always talk about how I don't do the correct thing. Like
I do.
It's well established ground at this point.
I know. Because you don't leave me anywhere to go. Like you just make noises. And it's like, what do I do?
It's very morning zoo.
Oh my goodness, I don't want to be Morning Zoo. We've talked about that before. We're not Morning Zoo. Hey, what number episode are we on? Is this 97?
I think this is 97.
So we have 4 more Matt and Dave shows. This
3?
one and then 3 after this.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Getting there.
97,
Getting there.
99.
Well, on episode 97, we have a very special guest
We
with us
have
today.
a special guest. See, I just did it again. I
know.
reiterate the thing that you say, but more emphatically.
That's just not the way that this is going to work.
It's not the way that it's going to work.
It's been 96 episodes.
It's been
We're not gonna
96
do it again.
episodes.
No,
We're not doing it anymore. I can amplify the silence, too.
Yes, we have a special guest with us today. You heard me talk about it before. He's been called the kid, the boy, the teenager. It is my son, Jordan. How are you, Jordan?
I'm doing all right.
I'm doing all right.
Well, okay.
He's doing all right.
He's trying to be cool. We're going to try this. So this isn't his first time guesting on a show that I've been on.
That's true. Oh, I was there for that.
Were you there that day?
I was there that day.
Oh, I forgot you were there. That should make it even better. So the last time we tried to do this, to be fair, to be 100% fair
To be
him,
fair.
he was like 11 or 12.
Yeah, you were young.
He was really, really young.
As opposed to the old, decrepit man that you are now.
We were doing the other show that this was.
don't-
We're a spinoff of another show.
Chewing the Fat. Was it Chewing,
Chewing
the Fat?
It was
It was
Chewing the Fat.
yeah.
And we started doing segments where we were talking about movies and stuff. And he had seen
Transformers.
Transformers.
which one was it though?
It was-
Revenge of the Fallen?
It was either that. It was the one with the knights.
The Last Night? No.
No, it wasn't the Knights
It
one.
wasn't-
No,
Whatever
it
it's
was.
called.
It was the one they tried to implement Dinobots, whichever one that was.
Yeah, yeah.
Whichever one it was.
Yeah.
But
I'm so glad I don't remember the name of that.
He had this. So I've been taking him to movies since he was like really, really, really little.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always kind of pushed him to have his own opinion. So really early on, we would walk out of movies and like I would tell him what I'd think, and then be like, "What did you think?" And then he'd say exactly what I said. So then I would push him to like, "You tell me what you thought.
Disagree
first."
with me.
Right? Exactly. So he's good at that now. He's good at disagreeing with me.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
He's good at talking about his own opinion. He's very like he has good opinions and good points. Sometimes things that I don't even think about.
Right. It's a cool thing about teenagers is they're like little tiny humans.
But this was when he was like 11 or 12, and he had some
Oh.
fascinating insights on the Transformer movie.
Right.
And I was like, oh my god, this is fantastic. Like, do you want to go? Like, do you want to call in? And,
it was a call-in.
right,
Yes,
it was a call in.
I remember the
because I
call-in.
figured like it would be good for him to like he could talk but not be in front of people because that was the thing.
Sure,
like,
it's tough.
being in front of people
It's-
at that
it's
point.
not an
right?
easy thing.
You were a little shyer back then.
I was a lot shyer. Than
Yeah, you were a lot shy back then. So I had him call in, and it was like, all right, tell us what your thoughts were, and he was just like silence. It was painful.
Yeah.
He started like
Well, I don't want to
started-
say it was painful. Like, it was just like,
it was painful for me
yeah. It
because
was.
he started like crying, and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he just. I mean, he bumped a little.
we're gonna go, and and that's when we were doing it.
We was live too.
but
yeah.
he was 12.
Yeah. Like
so
nobody. Like every human on the planet understood.
yeah, absolutely.
All 6 of them that were listening,
Absolutely.
all of them understood.
Chewing That Fat had a lot of listeners.
It did
so.
have good
Anyway,
listeners, yeah.
So we're trying this again because he's older and he's got.
So,
a
are you
lot of
doing the same
conversations.
movie? Is this like your redemption tour for that movie?
Would you like to share with us?
Would you
your
like to
thoughts
share
now?
your thoughts on the whatever weird Dinobots movie that was?
It was crap.
Yes.
Well, that's all right. That's good.
Well,
that's
man.
about all the time I want to dedicate to that. movie.
yeah.
That's about all the time they should have dedicated that movie in general.
Oh man, I wish the movie was that long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Then I probably would have watched it. I still haven't. I don't
Dun,
think I
dun,
watched it. Did I
dun,
ever
dun,
watch it?
dun.
No, we rented it from the library, and you just wait. You like watch it and tell me how it is, and I was like, nah.
Nah, dog.
That's the other thing too. Like I have him.
This ain't it.
You see, he's already talking about the library. So this is my
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, oh yeah.
This is my kid. No, that was the thing too. Like there would be movies that he would see or would watch or wanted to see. I'd be
Right.
like, just let me know how it is.
The other one we did was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the live action one.
Oh
Michael Bay.
yeah. The first one or the second? The first
The
one.
first one, because
Yeah.
the second one I saw by myself and was actually kind of better than
The first one you didn't mind though, right?
I mean, I didn't. I mean, besides the really crappy and weird special, like the CGI for the
Mhm.
turtles, it wasn't that bad. But the storyline was still iffy, and
Yeah.
I mean,
I think they redeemed themselves a little bit with the second one.
True.
I saw some. I finally, actually, it's funny you bring that up. Like, I finally saw some YouTube clips of the
Of the
second
movie?
Teenage Mutant
The
Ninja
second
Turtles
one?
movie. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is I figured like probably the best way for me to watch it. Like
Sure.
the building of the Pterodome,
Technodrome?
yeah, and all that stuff. Like and Krang,
Yeah.
I thought was cool. Like I was
Yeah.
like,
the Krang looked like the Krang from the cartoon. Not
Yeah,
just the brain,
yeah.
but also like the robot body.
yeah. I
Mhm.
was like, okay,
Yeah.
like I mean. They clearly paid a good amount of homage to the source material.
did. They
Well,
did.
the source material cartoon, not the source material comics.
Right.
But yes.
I would like to see. I think that's what the very first Ninja Turtle movie back from like what 91.
Oh, the live
the original
animatronic
Jim Henson character
thing. Yeah.
things. I think they were trying to go for more of the gritty, like cartoon but gritty comic book
Yeah.
thing, and I mean I enjoyed it.
I
don't know
enjoyed it
why
a
we
lot,
had to
yeah.
go. I don't know why we had to go all like woo
Time travel?
with the
Man, if you
Oh,
time
yeah,
travel
the
in your
third
third movie,
yeah, you're in trouble.
it's never good.
Yeah, unless you are a time traveling
Yeah.
series.
Yeah, unless it's like
Yeah.
pre-established part of the
Right.
canon, like Star Trek can time travel. Like they've done their time with it. There was no better
That
word
was
for that.
awful.
There was no better word. I tried to
Right.
think of one and I couldn't.
It's true.
But they have. They've done their time. They've
Yeah.
established that time travel is an active part of the canon. They can time travel. I won't bat an eye at it. Like
Yeah.
they rebooted an entire series based on it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yep, okay, we're good. Like there's no questions. There was nothing. But like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's like it's time travel is the sci-fi destination movie. Like if you the Sex and the City, it was like went to Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
The second
yeah,
movie,
yeah,
you're like,
yeah.
well, that's not going to be good. They're traveling already.
Yeah.
It's not going to be good.
It's true.
It's never good. And sci-fi version of that
That
is
was
when
the
they
second one.
yeah,
too.
yeah.
Like they didn't
yeah.
even get to a third.
They didn't
one.
even
They
get to
were
a
just
third one. They
like,
were
we
like,
got no ideas. Let's just send them on the second one
Yep.
because we need to make some more money out
yeah,
of this.
yeah.
Wow.
That's when you know that a franchise has given up. Like they're just like,
When it's a destination.
yeah. Like what was it? Police Academy, Miami Beach.
Oh, truth. Yeah.
Giving up.
You're right. You're right.
They've just given up.
I mean, I think by Citizens on Patrol they had given up.
Yes,
too.
but like given up and run out of ideas.
Like Steve Guttenberg was barely in that movie. You ever
Yeah.
go back and watch that movie?
No.
Go back and watch that movie now, and like you'll realize that Steve Guttenberg was. And I realize Police Academy is like way before your time, kid.
I've seen the first one. Though.
Have you really?
Yeah, I
When?
watched it with you.
Did you?
Yeah,
It had to be on TV because I know I
Yeah,
did not
yeah.
show you like the actual version.
yeah. No, it was on TV.
Okay, good. And it wasn't that long ago, was it? Who knows, man? I've been
I
letting
don't
this kid.
know.
I let this kid watch Deadpool like a year ago when he was like 15.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
it was like 2 years ago because it was on my birthday.
Why you gotta throw me on the bus, dude?
well, you got to.
Damn. No, it's fine. No, I think it was. Well, because it came out when you were 13.
Yeah, and you're
Yeah, and I
and
was
you're
like,
like,
listen,
Oh, the Deadpool?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, listen, man, you know, the next one come out like maybe 15, 16. You'll be closer. It'll be fine. But I think on his 14th birthday, like I threw the Blu-ray at him. I was like, I'm going to bed. Happy birthday. And
It's,
then let him watch
it's
it in the living room by himself.
language, though. It's language. It's not like
There were some boobies. There was the strip club scene.
Oh,
and-
there was a strip.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of it was the gore too.
Yeah, but it's very
Yeah, but-
over the top and cartoonish.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
It's
yeah.
not
and,
like-
and with the video games, like you've been playing
Oh,
Call of
yeah.
Duty and stuff since you were
Yeah.
like 10.
Like my dad took me to see Aliens when I was a kid in
Yeah.
the theater.
Yeah.
Like that made a mark. I think I was 11.
But Deadpool 2 was the first R-rated movie I took you to, wasn't it?
Nope, Conjuring 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Welcome to Under the Bus.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
How
No,
have you
because
been?
he was 15 when Conjuring 2.
Oh, okay, all right,
Yeah,
all right.
no, he was he was okay.
Yeah.
He was still in high school. Like, listen, we were watching R-rated movies when we were.
Oh yeah, Exorcist 3 when I
Yeah.
was 12.
I remember watching. One of the
Terrifying.
Nightmare on Elm Street series when I was like 11, 12, like on a sleepover. Like, psh, yeah, that's fine. It's okay. At that point, he's seen it. So
yeah, you're good.
we got a lot to talk about today, so let's get to
Yeah,
it because there's been a lot of crap going on.
Holy
And this is a great show for Jordan to be on because this is the kid who has been with me for every single Marvel movie. I mean, I've seen it with him.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk a lot about Marvel. We're
Yep.
talking about Star Wars.
Yep.
Basically, this is turning into this isn't pop culture. This isn't movies. This isn't nerd stuff. This is just Disney stuff.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Think about it. Like every week we talk positively about Disney stuff because now they've got everything.
They just own everything
Right?
now
Yeah.
and we poo poo on Warner Brothers
because they ruin everything.
because they ruin everything. That's really how it
That's
works.
not true. I've heard really good things about Shazam. Like
I have
really,
too.
really, really, really good things
I
about
have
Shazam.
to. Did you want to see that?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it looks funny.
It does. It
And
looks
the ads
good.
that I've seen on Facebook, like where he threw the Batman. It was
Yes. Yeah. The little clips.
funny. Oh,
whatever.
it's like it's like this
He's in a
toy
Toy Story.
Batman. It's this toy Batman, and he throws it and he says, "I'm Batman." He says, "Go get him, Batman."
He throws at the bad guy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to. I want to see that. I've heard good things.
Yeah.
I've heard good things. So I
Yeah.
do want to see that. You know, Hellboy's out too.
I know.
I need to do like a whole day at the movies. There's Hellboy.
Yup.
There's Shazam.
Yup.
And I want to see Us.
Yup.
So the Jordan Peele
Yep,
movie.
yep.
You know.
I got found it.
But let's talk about what happened this week because oh my god, so much stuff is going on. Do we start with Disney Plus? Do we start with Star Wars?
Let's
What do
start
we-
with
what do we
Disney
do?
Plus. We can go through Disney Plus pretty quick.
Okay, Disney Plus. Disney announced this week the pricing and release date for.
And that's awesome.
I tell you, man. The pricing for Disney Plus is gonna be $6.99 a month.
Yep.
$7 a month,
In.
and you're gonna get. Well, we were in before they even asked the price.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
But you're gonna get all of the Disney Vault, all of the animated movies,
Yeah,
basically
everything.
every Disney movie ever made.
Yeah.
A lot of Fox titles.
Yep. The Simpsons.
You're getting 30
Simpsons,
seasons
yeah.
of the Symptoms.
30 symptoms of the seasons.
30 seasons of The Simpsons, minus the Michael Jackson episode
Yep.
because they're not doing that anymore. You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh, yeah, they
after
pulled
after
the documentary.
leaving Neverland,
Whatever
after the
it was.
documentary, they were like, "We're never going to
Sorry.
show this episode." for
Lisa,
Michael
it's
Jackson.
not your
Wow.
birthday anymore.
Yeah, Lisa, ain't your birthday.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's not your birthday anymore.
Yeah, so they're not showing that anymore. If you didn't know, there you go.
Yeah.
And what else? Marvel
Star
Marvel
Wars.
movies, Star Wars. The original trilogy of Star Wars will be on streaming Disney Plus.
Are they gonna have the Christmas special?
No. No.
No, that's a good
No.
question.
That's a YouTube exclusive.
yeah, that's a pirated YouTube exclusive.
No, you know what they may. I think it would be hilarious for either an April Fool's or a Christmas to like actually have it live on there for like a Christmas or something like that, like a hidden Easter egg exclusive. Like if you click the Darth Vader, like they used to have in DVD menus. Like if you go to the menu, you hit up twice, and you highlight the Darth Vader under the tree, you click it, and then it's the Star Wars Christmas special starts playing.
I'm sure there's like a clause in the contract that
George
Disney
Lucas signed.
George Lucas says you can have everything Star Wars, everything Lucasfilm, except for the
I
Christmas
still own
special.
the Christmas special.
I own it. It's in my vault. I actually don't even own it. I burned every copy. The only thing you can find is what's on YouTube.
Yeah.
So the old VHS recorded that one time on television that
Yep.
somebody kept all these years and uploaded onto the internet.
Yeah.
No, so there will be no Christmas special, but everything else is going to be there. You're going to get exclusives, so many Marvel exclusive shows,
Yeah.
Disney,
Yeah.
Star Wars shows.
The not the Elseworlds, the What If.
The what
What
if,
If.
the what if,
The What If sounds.
Did you hear the
fucking
first
awesome.
one?
Yeah.
The first what if is going to be what if Peggy Carter was the super soldier,
Yep.
and not Steve Rogers.
And Steve Rogers becomes the Iron Man in that universe.
I tell you, man, listen,
Yeah.
if we cannot get my homegirl to be Peggy Carter again,
She's gonna voice it. It's
Is
a
she?
cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Yes.
cool thing. Like, A, she loves the character.
She
Like,
does.
she loves Peggy. Like, she
She
would.
does.
I saw her live tweeting. She was stuck in an airport lounge.
Mhm.
She was in like the first class lounge.
I saw this too.
Yeah. So they started playing Captain America, the first Captain America movie on the TV. She's like, "Oh my god, they're playing the Captain America
Yeah.
movie, and nobody knows yet."
She was tweeting, and she was also like taking pictures on and posting them on Instagram.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Her, of her reaction, or like people watching the movie and like not realizing that she was like right there, like
Yep.
next to them.
Yep. Oh, it was great. It was really, really good.
That is one of the things I miss. Of giving up my dream of being an actor like that is not being able to do shit like that.
oh yeah.
I want to be able to sit next to somebody watching my movie and not realize that I'm sitting next to them.
I actually just
It's
saw
never gonna be that
a
important.
tweet from Tony Hawk that came through, and he was like, "You know what sucks about being famous? Like, I was sitting out in the rental car lot, like waiting to pick up my rental car, and like I couldn't find my name anywhere. And I walk inside, and I'm like, "Hey, I'm here." He's like, "Oh shit, you're Tony Hawk." He's like, "Yeah, I thought it was a joke. I just deleted it."
That would suck.
yeah. He's like,
Yeah.
"Just give me my car.
Just give me a car, man.
Just give me my car. I'm Tony Hawk.
All I got is
I can't
this.
skate everywhere."
All I got is this red truck with a hood on it. It's got Pizza Hut. I don't know. Maybe. Do you have any experience
Good
driving
reference.
that?
Good reference.
You like that?
Good reference.
Yes.
You. All right. So Disney Plus priced to move.
Price to sucker you in. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. And not only are they going to charge $6.99, but they said that they will eventually, probably, and if not right out of the gate, bundle this with Hulu
Yep.
and ESPN Plus.
Yep.
So I could see maybe for like $12.99 a month getting all three.
I'd be fine with
Even
that.
15. 15?
Totally be
It's fine.
fine.
And you
with
don't even like ESPN.
that. I don't, but I would do it.
But you would do it.
Yeah.
Just like, let me just
I
check up on
flipping
my
through some
sports ball a little bit.
Yeah.
You know,
I'll flip through some sports ball.
What's going on here? Okay, who won what championship? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Highlights? Good, I'm done.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's it. Yeah,
That's all you need
yeah.
it for.
Just plug in to get the relevant knowledge
Exactly.
and get out.
But that's unbelievable. And then I went back and I checked the pricing for not only that, but they're also going to be available upon release on PlayStation, Xbox,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
all those things.
Yeah.
So I go back and I check DC Online.
Yeah.
And you know DC Online's pricing?
It's like 15.
It's $7.99.
Oh really?
$7.99, but they're like only available on like Apple, Android, like your phone,
Right.
and on I think Apple TV.
Right.
So like you can't get it on your TV, you can't get it on your smart TV, you can't get it on
right. You would have
your
to have like a
PlayStation,
Chromecast or a Roku or
your
something like
Blu-ray
that.
players. You have to have not even Chromecast. I don't even think it's,
It's
on
on,
Chromecast.
it's on the Fire Stick, though.
It's on the Fire Stick. Yeah.
Well, but you just broadcast through them from your phone through the Chromecast.
Exactly.
You don't have to.
But therein lies the problem.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I
people,
agree, I
People
agree.
like you know that that's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's
but
not a big deal.
But you're in marketing too.
Yeah,
You
oh,
understand.
No,
that
trust me.
you need to make it as easy as possible for these people.
You know what? I'm glad we managed to shit on DC just a little during this segment. I'm glad.
But seriously, so not only that, but they're releasing the episodes for these shows like 1 week at a time because they don't have enough content to keep
Yeah.
you coming back.
Agreed. Oh, and also, did you see that they cast Batman for the?
I did, yes, Ser Jorah from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I didn't know who that
Yes.
was, but
oh, by the way, this is
it's
we
Game
are
of Thrones
recording
Day.
on Game of Thrones Day. Game of Thrones comes back on
Game
tonight.
of Thrones
We
Day.
can't
Game
talk
of Thrones
about that
Day.
because
Game of Thrones Day.
Dave has not seen
Game
it
of
yet,
Thrones.
and you don't watch it either.
I don't watch it, yeah.
Wiener.
I wonder if you would like it.
I mean, it's gonna be cool. Like, I'm just waiting to watch it.
It is cool.
I own some of the books.
Have you not seen any of it?
I've seen 2 episodes. I caught 2 episodes when I was staying in hotels and they had HBO, and you're just like
the
flipping
early
through.
ones are just random episodes.
One of them. No, it might have been just one episode. One of them was like the Khal Drago gold bath one.
Oh yeah,
Saw that one, which was great. Like
Yeah.
it was a great episode, even no context.
it doesn't surprise me that you have the books, but how many do you have?
Only a couple books.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I only have one,
Yeah.
and I think I've mentioned this before, but I started to read it,
Yep.
and then like halfway through,
a
I
heavy
was like,
read.
It's a heavy read.
Yeah.
But it also it just jumps
around.
too
It's
damn.
around.
Like
There's so much shit. in
There's
that
so
book.
much happening.
Yeah.
So many characters. I can't imagine reading that book for the first time before the show came out,
Yeah.
before it was popular, and really kind of keeping track of who everyone
Yeah.
was and where they were going and the relationships and the names. Because some of the names are similar and
Oh yeah.
I
I would love to see, and the thing I like about Game of Thrones is that I hope this opens up the market for other people to buy up book properties that I grew up with. Like, give me a Dragonlance series, give me a Dragon Riders of Pern series, give me the Name of the Wind series, which is an amazing series of books that is also not completed.
I'm really
yet.
shocked that because you're listing off a whole lot of sci-fi nerdy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm really and like the medieval
Yeah, it's high fantasy.
high fantasy.
Yeah.
Thank you. The fantasy stuff, not sci-fi, but fantasy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't happened
Yeah.
already with like.
I've heard rumors here and there, especially with the Dragon Riders of Pern. I heard
that
was,
too.
Yeah, but no, again, no fruition.
Yeah.
Like the closest thing to a Dragonlance movie or TV series I saw was this terrible animated movie. Terrible. It was so bad. Like they took the first book, and obviously you're going to butcher the book. Obviously, we know the way this works. You take the book, you can't cram it into you can't Peter Jackson everything. You just can't Peter Jackson everything. It's fine.
Meaning,
it happens.
make it a really epic adventure, or
Make it a 4-hour movie.
or milk it as long as you can to make as much money as you can.
Make it a 4-hour movie. That first Lord of the Rings movie was the most faithful movie adaptation of a book I have ever seen.
Fellowship?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Even without Tom the Bard or whatever it is?
Tom Babaldi. Yeah.
Tom Babaldi, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, any other person or studio would have completely cut out the Ents. No Ents would have ever made it into that movie.
Oh, the walking tree is the best part.
Yeah,
But wasn't
now.
that Return? But wasn't that
No,
Two
no,
Towers?
but like technically when they came in, yes, but they would have cut all of that. None of that would have made it. It would have just been like people that lived in the forest. Like they would never
instead
have
of walking trees, it would have been people.
Yeah, you wouldn't, and they would have just been a tribe of people called the Ents. Like there would have been cuts made.
I don't know.
Oh, trust me.
Today,
I've
don't
been
know.
burned before.
Today, I don't know, but maybe back in 1999 or 2000 when they came out.
Like
I could see
now
that.
you do, but he's the one
Yeah,
that said
it's true.
he's the one that pushed that.
It's
Like
true.
he pushed the boundary on that.
Right.
I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah. Let's get back to Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the point is, I'm just surprised more haven't been picked up.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so DC Online $7.99, not a lot of content. I wonder how this is going to affect them and their pricing.
You think they're not going to go down to $6.99?
Well, I also
like
want to
that
see.
just seems desperate.
Well, I also want to see. I mean, what are they going to do? Like, are they going to up their content game? Like, I
What do
appreciate
they have the rights to anymore?
Warner Brothers.
Yeah, like how much more content can they put out?
I don't even know what's on there right now. All I
Yeah.
know, all they're really pushing is, it's DC Online. Like,
Yeah, it's
It-
not even
really, they should have just done like a Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
That gives
The
you the whole
WB.
Warner Bros. The whole WB catalog. Then I mean, there's so much more you could do with that.
Well, honestly, I think the reason they didn't is probably because everything else is locked up in streaming rights for the respective
That's true too. Yeah.
stations. Like
Yeah.
CW's got all the CW stuff.
True.
Like that, which is how I watch the CW stuff. I watch it through the CW app.
Yeah, which is what I'm gonna have to do too because I heard that they're leaving Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Netflix in 5 years
Yeah.
is gonna be mostly, if not all, original content
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
because everybody is taking their stuff and making their own streaming
Right.
service.
They're taking their choice and going home.
And I tell you, pretty soon we're all gonna be wishing we had cable again.
Yeah.
Like,
But you get to pick though.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it's going to be? I'll tell you, and this is the beautiful cyclical part of it. So you're going to pay like 10 $3.99 a month subscriptions for the 10 things that you want.
Mhm.
And then some genius company is going to go through and scoop up the rights to bundle all the streaming services together
Mhm.
so you can just subscribe to one all-encompassing streaming service
Mhm.
that you can flip through with a remote.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's going to be Strable.
No.
Streaming cable.
Strable.
I like it.
It's going to be Strable.
I like it. You're not wrong.
You watch. It won't be exact, but it'll be close.
Or what's gonna happen?
It's basically just on demand.
Who uses on demand? Like
I mean, before streaming services were
my
available,
mom uses
people used on demand.
My wife's mom loves on demand. She loves on demand.
That's Strable.
Strable. That's not Strable. That's not streaming service. You can't get Netflix on demand through your cable box, can you? That's on demand cable. That's not Strable.
So what you're saying is there'll be a box that you can buy. that you
yeah,
can-
yeah. it'll automatically download everything into it. Oh god.
And you can only have all of the options are available, but you can only select 10 at a time.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
if you want Netflix, but you already have 10, you have to like sub it out for one of the others.
yes. Strable. Strable. I like it.
Or what will happen is Netflix will be the first one to start selling their content to like the cable channels, the networks.
Yes, they'll have their own channel. They'll just have the
It'll be
Netflix
the
channel.
Netflix channel.
Oh, God.
Or what's going to happen, and this is more likely than anything,
Yeah.
Disney will just buy everything, and it will be Disney Plus always.
Yeah, man.
There you
Hey,
go.
you
There
know
will
what?
be no cable. There will be no streaming. It'll be Disney.
It'll be
Disney.
consistent. Consistent.
It'll be the Taco Bell
The taco.
of the
All
Demolition Man.
restaurants
Have
are
you ever
Taco
seen
Bell.
Demolition Man?
No.
Oh, Demolition Man's good.
It's good. It's very dated, though.
I saw parts of it when
It's super 90s.
I think I've made jokes to you because he loves Taco Bell.
Yeah. All
So I
restaurants
told
will
him
be
there's
Taco
a
Bell.
movie like where
Yeah.
like the guy falls asleep and he wakes up in the future and everything is Taco Bell. Like all the restaurants, all the everything is Taco Bell.
Yeah, the high-end restaurants,
Yeah.
low-end
They
restaurants.
don't.
It's
It's
all
not
Taco
necessarily
Bell.
all taco like Mexican or Tex-Mex or whatever you want to call
Yeah.
it, but it's all Taco Bell. Like
Yeah.
they own everything.
Yeah.
So it's basically Disney.
Yeah, it's true.
You know.
They won the restaurant wars.
I'm really looking forward to Disney Plus.
I think it'll be cool.
We were talking about which service we might give up, but if they're bundling Hulu and ESPN Plus, like, and $6.99, like
Yeah.
it's fine. Like I can dig in my couch and find a couple of bucks to throw towards that. You
yeah,
know, no big
no,
deal.
I agree.
I think it's great, and with all of the content that's going to be available right out of the gate, you know, not just Disney but Fox stuff. I mean, think of all the evergreen stuff, and parents are just like, fucking take my money now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$6.99 a month. Like it's like giving your phone to a kid in a restaurant. Just
Exactly.
like, here.
And how many kids are just gonna like grow up sitting in front of the fucking television watching Disney Plus?
It'd be like us, minus the streaming part of it.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, I
Yeah.
didn't grow up in front of the TV. I went outside like
I grew up in front of the TV.
an hour a week.
I grew up in front of the TV, so
Whoa.
He did. He did.
Shame.
He did.
Shame.
But to be fair,
Game
we
of
didn't
Thrones
have,
reference?
We didn't have when he was growing up. We didn't have like iPads and stuff like that, or like smartphones for him
No,
to be
I
able
know,
to
I
like
know.
watch stuff.
He sat in,
Oh,
the
yeah.
in
I
front of the
remember
TV like you sat in front of the TV.
I remember
like
the
you're
first
supposed
time-
to. Merc.
The first time we actually put like a screen in front of his face was when he was like 3, and we were moving from California to North Carolina.
Right.
So it was like, here's a portable DVD player with a screen. Here's some movies. Sit in the back seat and
Right.
focus on the screen and just leave us the hell alone.
Yeah.
And he did.
You know what? Good job, 3-year-old you.
thank
Yeah.
you.
You,
Yeah.
you crushed that.
He
You
did.
absolutely crushed it.
Tried
All
my
right.
best.
He did. Good job.
So, I want to talk about just because I know we're going to run out of time. Run down California memory lane. Star Wars. I want to talk about this because I got some crazy ass theories.
Okay, we should probably finish talking about Disney Plus.
I don't give a fuck.
And all of the other things that
yeah.
are coming to Disney Plus.
Like what else? What we did? We
Let's
did
talk
the What
about-
If. We did the cartoons.
What else?
What?
New season of Clone Wars.
New
I'm
season
excited
of-
about.
Yeah.
And all of the other Clone Wars that is previously on. Mandalorian.
Yeah. Oh, the John Fav, Mandy. Yeah.
With I don't even know the guy's name, but the dude from Game of Thrones. There's gonna be the lead dude.
Yeah. Game of Thrones is the new
Fucking
Walking
forgot
Dead.
his name.
Like everybody goes from Game of Thrones now into like other movies.
Yeah, I think Walking Dead was trying to be the Game of Thrones. I think Game of Thrones was first.
But as far as like actors like going and doing other
And the difference
things,
is Game of Thrones is still relevant.
Yeah. Nah, dude,
Walking
I'm not
Dead,
saying.
Walking Dead took like the Game of Thrones idea, like let's kill everybody off, but they went too far. They killed everybody off, and now there's
Yeah.
nobody to care about. Like I haven't watched in the season. I turn it back on, like there's 2 people that I recognize. Everyone else is like, oh, it's that actor that was in that thing, or oh, there's that guy from that movie that I really hate. I really don't care.
Yeah.
I have no desire to watch The Walking Dead
Yeah.
anymore at all.
Wow. Now.
At all. Anyway.
Anyway.
So yeah, lots of streaming, like Marvel series. We've got
Yeah.
Loki,
Oh,
a Loki
Loki,
series,
yeah.
which is going to be like Quantum Leap,
Yes.
Yeah.
Quantum Loki.
the Quantum Loki. We've got WandaVision.
Yep.
Right,
Apparently a Winter Soldier and
Falcon.
Yeah.
Falcon,
Yep.
and then a Hawkeye one too.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
With
new one.
where he trains the Kate Bishop.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a huge arc in the comics.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He trains the next Hawkeye.
Yep.
Which might lead into. I could see it leading into like a Young Avengers series
Oh yeah.
on Disney.
Yeah.
You know.
A series, or or you can throw them in the movies. Like, and that's the thing.
I think they're gonna take the Marvel movies are gonna go cosmic, and you're gonna see a lot more like craziness happening in the movies. And I think the grounded stuff, like the streaming service, is perfect for the stories that you want to tell. It's almost like making what they wanted to do with Shield and the Netflix shows,
Right.
and tying it all together with the movies.
Yeah.
It's easier for them now because.
It's all the same properties.
Yeah,
Well,
'cause
but they're
Kevin
not-
Feige is going to be producer of all of this shit.
Yeah, and they're not bound by like an actual commercial ABC season.
Right,
Yeah.
or a different company who's
Yeah.
involved. Like
Yeah.
they can now, everything can be involved. So you might see like a Kate Bishop in a movie, but I think that they're gonna taking these characters that we already know and love
Yeah.
to draw us in and spin that off into things that, because if you just came out of the gate with like a Young Avengers, you'd probably watch it. But if you can introduce it through using one of the currently established characters and actors,
Sure.
like you got Jeremy Renner coming back for this Hawkeye show.
Yeah.
Like that's gonna be awesome, and whatever happens with him, and then we've already fallen in love and attached to this Kate Bishop character, and then poof, there we are, Young Avengers.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's the way I think it's gonna go.
One of the biggest things too is that all of these are completely canon with the MCU.
Yes.
And I mean, besides like What If and stuff like that, they're all going to add on to the storyline, and they can all be interchangeable with each other, which means some of them can carry over to the movies and to the TV shows. And some of the actors that may not be continuing in the movies have said that they're more than excited to reprise their roles for like some cameos and stuff like that in different movies.
Yeah.
The thing that I really want to know is, I guess we'll find out our answer in about 2 weeks, is are these shows taking place before or after Endgame?
Yeah.
Like we don't even know.
That's true.
I still don't even know if Spider-Man's before or after. He has a theory about Spider-Man being a prequel or being before Endgame.
Oh yeah. Well, no, it was I was saying it was after.
You said it was after Endgame?
Yeah.
Or after or before? I thought you said it was before Infinity War.
No, I was thinking it was gonna be after Infinity War, because if he comes back from the snap, I think that if he's so gung ho about being
A superhero?
being a superhero and like through all this time, why would he all of a sudden want to just leave his suit behind in this movie? I was thinking that if he comes back from the dead and he's just gonna be tired and he's just scared. I don't know.
When he was dead.
I don't know, man.
Do you know how exhausting it is to be disintegrated? Just ask Daffy Duck. That poor dude gets disintegrated all the damn time. But, it's funny.
Got a point, though.
It's a very salient point, but you know what else this also brings up? Spider-Man 2 is technically a destination movie.
Oh, shit, you're right. Oh, damn.
Oh, Spider-Man goes to London.
Yeah.
Right then, baby.
But if you think about it, this is like the 18th Spider-Man movie.
It is true. It is true. It
Or
really is.
5,
Yeah.
6. So this is technically the 7th Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Right?
I
3
don't
plus
know.
5,
7,
6, 7th. Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
7th one. So, they can only do so much in New York. Plus, if he's set in the MCU, we've done Avengers in New York. We've done, how many
Upstate?
How many New York movies? We did Incredible Hulk in New York.
Yeah.
So they've done a lot in New York. Let's
They
go.
have.
Let's go West Coast.
West Coast. West Coast Avengers. Yep.
I knew you were gonna say that.
West Coast.
West Coast Avengers.
I've always thought that was the dumbest name. That is the stupidest name for a group. The West Coast Avengers sounds like a bad, if that was a hip hop group, I would still think that's a terrible name for a hip hop group.
Well, they wanted to. It was what 80s, 70s marketing.
I
They're
get-
like,
look,
hey, it's the Avengers, but
but
not in New York. What
West
can we call
Coast.
them? The California
The
Avengers?
Paxson
No.
Avengers.
The other Avenger team. No, we can't call them
Yeah.
that. Well, they're gonna live on the West Coast. The West Coast Avengers.
So terrible.
I don't know.
Wavengers.
Wavengers.
The Wavengers.
Wavengers. West Avengers.
Let's not
No.
overthink this. See, we were right there. Simpatico.
Avost.
No,
Okay,
let's
stop.
let's
I don't know.
stop.
Yeah,
Stop while we're
please
ahead.
stop. Please stop.
Speaking of the snap, though,
Snap. Yes.
was Howard the Duck snapped?
Oh, you are
dude.
blowing my stupid
I
brain.
never thought about that.
Because he is in the MCU.
Yes.
He is canon.
Yes.
Was he disintegrated? I'd love to see
My
the.
mind is blown right now. Why did I never think of that?
It's a tertiary character. But, I mean, if I had a hat on, I would totally tip it to you. That's a poignant question.
I'd love to see the stinger, and he just he came back from being
Right.
snapped.
Actually,
You know what? That better be the fucking
With
that
a
better be
margarita?
stinger.
No. You know what it would be? It would be he gets reconstituted, holding the margarita got snapped with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't just snap and the margarita falls. It's
Yeah.
it's actually in his hand.
Yeah, when he gets if he gets reconstituted, he's like the margarita is still, or he gets it happens in 0 G's, he's still, so it's still floating in the exact same spot. So when he gets reconstituted, he's like, oh, what's up? Sweet. Still good.
Wow.
Still good. It's still alcohol.
That's a good question. I wonder if James Gunn can answer that.
Oh, that'd be great.
Well,
What about Jeff Goldblum and Benicio del Toro? Statistically, one of them has to have gone.
Benicio del Toro was already dead. Didn't Thanos kill the
Yeah, he did.
Or who? No, he was locked
Or-
up. Yeah, he
oh,
was locked
yeah,
up.
yeah,
And
he
he
was
killed
locked
him,
up.
wasn't he? Did
I don't know if he was killed.
Yeah, they
but
never implicitly said that he was dead.
I'm gonna watch it. Well, no, but
He was locked in a cage and
he
the place
locked
was
in a
destroyed.
cage. Remember, they find Thanos talking to him,
Yeah,
the Collector.
but that
then
was the
and then
reality
Right,
stone.
right. But then when you see him, like he's in like a cage. He's
In,
in
like,
one of his
display
display cases.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he killed him or not.
I don't think he's dead.
I don't think he
know.
died.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Although I mean he was
That would be
stuck.
a fucking show that I would watch.
Oh,
on
Jeff
Disney Plus.
Goldblum and
yeah, the
Bettero team up.
Collector and the
Grandmaster.
Grandmaster. Yeah,
Yep.
the Grandmaster and the Collector.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would watch.
Yes.
10 out
the
of 10.
Brothers show, like
Yeah.
Step Brothers.
Yes.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Did you see
Although Jeff Goldblum will have a show on
Yes,
Disney Plus.
yes.
he's doing.
I sent it to you. Did you read that article I sent you?
it was what was it about? It was basically like another kind of like Cosmos thing where he's just gonna be talking about
Like a
like
Nat
the world.
Geo-y type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thing. Yeah.
But with a Jeff Goldblum spin. So it's like
Yeah.
a 3-hour show because it takes him
it takes him
that long to deliver
yes.
the line.
But
and make a comment about
there's
anything.
You're putting too many
Oh, I don't think you've heard Jeff Goldblum talk.
I think I have.
I think
I'm not so sure about
yeah.
that.
That's why I can't have a podcast. It'd be just him going,
there's a fascinating story.
and I think, yeah, and you thought my ums were bad.
I've never thought I thought your ums are.
I do.
I like your ums.
I hate my ums.
You have great ums.
That's why I don't listen to the show anymore. I hear the ums all the time.
Really?
He listens to the show when he's working.
Nice.
So now all he's gonna do,
You got
I
one
can-
AirPod in?
I can see it
Yep.
now.
Yep.
I can see it now. He's gonna text me. Yeah, Dad, you're doing a lot of ums. Please don't pay attention to the ums. Please don't.
Usually, anytime I have like a cleaning shift, I just pop it in and
Yeah.
listen.
No, that's
Along
cool.
with another podcast that I listen to. But...
Do you listen to one in each ear?
Huh?
You're like,
Oh, no,
I'm gonna
no.
consume so much information.
No,
That's
Two-
what you're trying to do. You want to get to that point, don't you?
two
Yeah, oh, dude.
vastly different podcasts.
I want
to listen
to.
to.
Actually, that's a wonderful idea. I wonder if I could get redo 2 headphones and then learn 2 languages at the same time while I sleep. Just like sleep absorb 2 things in stereo. I'm sneezing.
Thank you.
Well,
Called
we had
it.
that cough button.
There's no cough button.
You called your sneeze. Very
I
good.
did,
Not
yeah.
many people can do that.
Yep. Whatever.
You didn't see my eye roll.
I did see your eye.
No,
roll.
you did. I'm people listening didn't see my eye roll.
Well, I'm letting them know.
we have
ahead
very
of time.
animated faces to just be a podcast.
Yeah. Well, I tried to do video, but
Yeah,
you were a
I'm
bitch
not,
about
I'm not
it.
down with that yet.
You're a total bitch.
Hit me up in about 6 months.
All right.
We'll see where
All
we're
right.
at.
All right.
Probably should. Oh wait, we're not gonna be around in 6
Yeah,
months.
yeah.
Matt
So-
Dave show will be over by then.
Yeah. Way to go. I mean, we could drag out these last couple episodes over 6 months if it makes you feel better.
And we'll do one every 6 weeks.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
sounds
yeah.
good.
No, just have different parts for each episode.
Yeah. Well, we'll bring it. We'll
There you go. Yeah.
We'll Lord of the Rings it. We'll just record a 1 hour episode and I'll release like 5-minute snippets every week.
Yeah.
And then you can put them all together and watch a cohesive movie.
There you go.
But
That's
don't
good.
do them in order. Do them out of order.
Pulp Fiction it.
We
Yeah, yeah.
Quentin Tarantino. It.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see Hateful Eight?
I haven't seen Hateful Eight yet.
So I started to watch it and I fell asleep a good 2 hours into it.
Oh wow.
And I woke up and it was over, and I really didn't care to go back. Not because I wasn't enjoying it, just because I really felt that I didn't need to go back and like watch. I saw a
Interesting.
twist, I got it, but he Pulp Fiction's that too.
Oh, does he really?
He does.
Is that a little
bit, yeah.
out of order?
He does a little bit. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
So okay, go ahead. So we've talked about Disney Plus. It's gonna be great. We're all gonna have it. Well, I mean, Jordan's gonna have it because I'm gonna get it. But
Yep.
So you're gonna have it. It's
so-
not gonna be Matt's. It'll be
Good.
yours.
we're
It's
all
gonna
gonna
be
have
mine.
it.
My
We're all
name's gonna be
He
on
can
it.
have it for another year and a half until he goes away to college and he's on
Yeah.
his own.
What?
We'll give you the login. Don't worry.
Thank
about
you. I appreciate
it. So Disney Plus is gonna be awesome.
Wait, you're gonna give out the login?
To him, yeah.
it. I'll leak your login info.
You'll be the original login guy.
Exposed.
Like the did you see that Netflix meme
I
posted?
did, yes.
They're gonna raise their price, man. That sucks for the one guy.
Yeah, that one dude.
the one dude that still has an actual login.
All right, let's talk about Star Wars because this is what Dave really wants to talk about
I
because
wanted
he
to-
has some crazy theories.
I got some weird ass
so this
theories,
week,
dude.
This weekend is Star Wars Celebration in Chicago, and they kicked things off with a nice little panel about Episode 9, and they came out and they danced around some topics on Episode 9. They basically asked them questions, and nobody answered anything.
Yes.
Um,
Which seems like a Star Wars panel.
It's a Star Wars. It was very awkward because, like, I remember the first panel when episode 7 was announced and when they were coming out. Like everybody was excited.
Yeah.
Like there was energy. Like it was the first time that a lot of them had been there. And now, like, you know, Daisy Ridley's all jaded, and we had that whole. Can we just give it a one time for the Star Wars fan in Chicago? I want to say thank you, bless you, and give all of you a high five for showing my girl Kelly Marie Tran some love, because they were like all about her when she came out on stage.
Good.
First of all, that was the first time I had heard that she was actually in the movie.
Oh yeah.
Because that leaked poster that came out, I was like, where is everything?
Where's Rose?
Where's Rose? That
Yeah.
was my question. But she came out, so she's a part of it, and everybody went crazy, and everybody was saying that there were tears, she was crying, like everybody. So they showed her some love. All the haters were gone. I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Star Wars Chicago.
Chi-Town represent.
Word. So yeah, Rose is back. I'm in. That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Aw.
She's back. I want to see fucking Rose. You know what? Let's get a Rose Star Wars show.
Dude, I'd watch it.
You know, I'd watch
Just
that.
a bunch of her like fixing shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, what's up? Nothing. Kirk, just trying to space ratchet.
That's right.
Word.
That's right.
You too? Yup.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed though, because a lot of what they showed us, that we did get to see some pictures. Of course, we got the trailer, which was pretty good, and the title, which we'll come back and talk about a little bit.
Yeah.
I liked. Was it your theory? So one of you told me a theory about what the Skywalker, what that means now, and I forget who it was, but we'll talk about that.
I think we both have theories.
Maybe. Do you have a theory? Did you have a theory?
I didn't really have much of a theory.
Okay. Well, the title
I didn't have too much time
I have
to.
13% of a theory.
The title is Rise of Skywalker, which is kind of
Yes.
weird because you consider this as the last episode of the Skywalker series. So more
Saga.
like a fall.
Yeah.
Saga. Thank you.
Yeah.
More of the fall of Skywalker, or end of Skywalker. But the big reveal of the trailer was the final. You know, Mark Hamill, the Luke voice, says, you know, nobody's ever really gone, and then you hear this laugh that we've all recognized. And
Yes.
it was Emperor Palpatine's laugh.
Yeah.
The thing that you guys didn't get to see, because I watched the panel, the whole thing. So I watched the panel, then they showed the trailer, and then they went back to the convention. And what you didn't see was after the trailer was over, they brought the lights back up, and there's one dude on stage. And sure as shit, if it wasn't Ian McDermott, the guy who plays Palpatine,
Yep.
and he says in his Palpatine voice, "Roll it again," and they played it a second time.
Nice.
And everybody goes crazy.
Yep.
Like confirming like that he is in
Yeah,
the movie, which is really, really weird. I don't know how. Like, I guess if you've watched Rebels, you understand how it might be possible.
Okay.
I watched all 3 seasons. I just rented the 4th season. I watched the first 3 episodes. I found myself uninterested.
Really?
So I stopped watching it.
Okay.
But apparently there's an episode in there that explains like how it's possible for him to be there or something. I don't know.
So they've discussed this like in the Expanded Universe book series.
Uh-huh.
They brought him back.
Of course.
Naturally. You know, as with any 400 book series, you're going to recycle some stuff. It's just going to happen. In the book, he comes back. I believe, I want to say it's a clone. He comes back and Luke becomes his right hand in the book. Like Luke fully goes over to the dark side, becomes his right hand for let's just call it a hot minute, and then everything's resolved by the end. So it's been done before, and they actually brought him back a second time. No, I was thinking of somebody else. I lied. And they may reuse that, so I won't spoil that. Because they're kind of borrowing from
They really
the EU
are, yeah.
now, so like I'm not going to completely ruin everybody's Christmas. So you have a theory. You, Jordan.
I do not.
You do not have a theory.
You know,
I thought you did.
I thought it was he gave me a theory, but it might have been something I read online
Oh, it's possible.
about how Rey is like there will be no more Sith or Jedi. It will all be over, and they'll all be considered called Skywalkers. From here on out, like it will, everybody who's a Force user will be Skywalkers.
Skywalker.
Not a Jedi, not a Sith, but a Skywalker. Embracing both the light and the dark. It's not necessarily all good, all evil. None of this monk shit that Yoda was trying to preach to everybody, and not all this crazy, powerful ruling shit that the Emperor was trying to do.
Yeah.
But a good balance. That's the balance.
The
The balance will be
Skywalker.
called the Skywalkers.
Yeah. But it's singular, though. The title is singular.
Right,
It's not
Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, it's the
Well,
Rise of
if
Skywalker.
the first one,
Right.
Like if she's the Skywalker, then maybe they'll go on, and maybe that's what like the next series will be about. Like the new age of Skywalkers.
All right. So here's my crazy ass theory. And I really want to preface with how bonkers insane this is.
I would love to get Jordan's reaction on this because you told me what it is, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you were smoking something at the time.
No,
to be
I was
honest.
at work. So I'm doing hands right now for emphasis. Hands. So my idea is Emperor Palpatine will be in it, but nobody's implied or said words that he's in the movie because he's back to life. It could all be flashbacks. No one has said like he's on this movie because he's alive. It's never been implicitly stated.
It's true.
Like
Luke.
no, Emperor.
No, Emperor.
Okay.
Yeah. Like so my theory is that Rey is a Luke Skywalker clone made from the severed hand from Cloud City.
Excuse me, what?
Yes.
That hand had to have been so old and
Right, but
decrepit.
It's still genetics. I mean, you
yes,
can-
it's still genetics. And remember, he would have had to have made it. How old is Rey? 23? Like 23 years ago.
Yeah, but isn't Force Awakens set like 30 some years after Jedi?
Is it 30 years?
I thought so, yeah.
I
don't
thought it
know.
was more than 20 years.
Yeah. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, like, so his last final project was to create he couldn't turn Luke Skywalker, so he grows a Luke Skywalker.
How would he have known about the hand, though?
Darth Vader cut it off. Like, easily. And I say this because they've actually did something similar in Heir to the Empire. One of the books. There's a crazy Jedi that creates a insane, so the clones are a little, in the book series, clones are a little unstable. They're not.
Understandably.
It's, when you make a copy of a copy, it's not quite as sharp as the original.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Bye, Steve.
Hi, Steve. I like pizza.
I like it.
I like it a lot. Put it in my wallet.
Touch my pepes.
Um,
Have you ever seen Multiplicity?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You need to see it.
dude, it's a Michael Keaton acting tour de force.
Yeah,
Any-
it really is.
yeah. Anyways, so all of the Palpatine stuff's going to be flashbacks to him creating this, and so the rise of the Skywalker would be Rey as a clone of very much X-23,
Yeah.
like very X-23, like she is the Star Wars X-23.
Right. And for those of you at home that don't know what X-23 is, it is the clone of
Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Yeah, the young girl.
If you've seen the
clone of
Logan,
Wolverine.
it's the young girl from
Yeah.
Logan.
Yeah.
My question is, if he did make a clone
Yes.
of Luke, why wouldn't he have made more?
Maybe he did, and they're all getting ready to
Dead.
wake up,
Oh, wait.
or they didn't make it, or there was, or they were all on the Executor or the Death Star, and that was the only one that wasn't, or it jettisoned and landed on Jakku, and they raised it like a regular kid.
I mean, one of the final scenes in the trailer was the destroyed Death Star,
Yeah.
which looked epic,
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Like-
it was pretty good. Yeah,
crazy.
So that's why, I don't think that's actually what's going to happen.
But hey, if it does, you called it.
I really want to go on the
Yeah,
record.
now it is on record. We have a
Yeah,
recording.
like I put out a tweet about it too, just in case that I'm on the 0.03% chance that that's actually what happens or close to it. I really wanted to document my first.
I mean, the idea of using obviously clones are a thing that can happen in
Yeah.
this universe. They've established it, and it really does surprise me that they haven't touched on that yet again.
Leaned into it,
right?
yeah.
Exactly. Like you did it once, you can do it again.
Yeah.
I think there was some speculation online about Hayden Christensen coming back and being in the movie as well.
Oh.
He's at Celebration this week
Sure,
too.
sure,
I think this
sure.
is the first time he's actually been.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, because fucking
Yeah, that's true.
the
knives were out.
Do you think Jake Lloyd's ever gonna go to a Star Wars Celebration?
Yeah, no.
Nope. No way.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting theory, dude. It's
It's
certainly better than
bonkers.
it's certainly better than her being Obi-Wan's daughter.
Yes.
You know, it's bonkers, but it's not out of the realm of possibility.
No, and that's the thing. Like, it's all based in. It's not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles time travel rule. Like, it's all based within like the well-established rules and continuity of that universe.
You're right.
I mean, they've talked about her having a family.
She could have been raised.
Yeah, she could
yeah.
have been raised, which is why they didn't have a problem just dumping her on a planet.
Yeah.
And there's also rumored that Kerry Russell was cast to play like her parents
Yeah.
type person.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, and so I've avoided all the casting
Yeah.
stuff like that. So this is literally just based on a 90-second trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
No, you're right.
yeah.
You're right. You know what I did? The thing that I appreciated the most about the panel, and I thought about you when I saw this, was the Snap Wexley, the Greg Gunberg
Yes.
picture.
love that.
They showed him, and there's like this new creature, but of course, he was in it. It
Yes.
doesn't surprise me at all.
He
But I'm
has
so
to be
glad
in
they
it.
brought him. He is this generation's
Clint
Wedge.
Howard.
No, he's this generation's
Oh
Wedge.
no! See, to me, he's
He's
JJ
Clint Howard. Yeah. I
Yeah.
get that. No, I get that. But I'm talking about in the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, he's
to
Wedge.
people who are younger, he's this
Wedge.
generation's
Yeah.
Wedge.
Or you could say that Billy Lords is also technically this generation's Wedge.
Oh, I'm interested to see how big of a part she has in this movie, because I heard she has a bigger role in this
Yeah,
movie.
it's probably a little
Billy Lord
expanded.
is Carrie Fisher's daughter.
Oh, okay.
So she was
She was the girl in it with the old Carrie, the Princess Leia haircut.
yeah,
she had the
blonde one.
buns.
She had the buns
She had the buns.
on the hair.
On the hair.
She's like appeared briefly, like as a background, or had one line in Force Awakens, and then she had a little bit bigger role in the last movie, and now she has an even bigger role. I heard in this
Yeah.
one, so we'll see. And I'm dying to see how there was a little shot of Princess Leia in the trailer of her hugging Rey.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how they're using the footage from Force Awakens.
Yeah, well, and let's talk
to
about
close
that
for
for
her.
a second, because I really appreciated that. Like they went into it, they're like, well, we're not going to recast this part,
Yeah.
No,
obviously,
you can't.
No, you can't.
and we're not going to CGI it.
Can't do that
It's
either.
not going to. So
Well, they could have done that.
they could have.
But it would have been really distracting.
Yes.
And I from what I hear, the family was on board with that.
Yeah.
They would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
But I think it was Lucasfilm or JJ or somebody.
Yeah, it was
said no, not so much.
But what they did, and I think it's brilliant, is they had enough material on the cutting room floor.
Well, JJ said that they shot scenes.
Yeah.
For Force Awakens.
Yeah, that they didn't use.
That they didn't use. But then when they went back and they were writing the thing, like he said, we found a way to fit it, to make it work.
Well, they just wrote around those scenes.
Right, exactly.
Like
Which
they
is-
used those scenes for her
Yeah.
as a starting point for the
Which
character,
is
and
great.
then worked backwards from
Yeah.
that, which is really impressive
Yes.
and shows the impact that Carrie
Yeah.
Fisher had on that.
I really
film.
feel that in 10 years time, maybe even 5 years, but in 10 years time, we'll look back at this trilogy and really appreciate it and enjoy it a lot. Obviously a lot more. I already do.
Yes.
But I think the haters, the people who are on the fence, I think you'll look back because JJ was able to, first of all, getting JJ to come back I think was good, but he was able to, you know, there were a lot of ideas that from Force Awakens that they didn't want to use, or that they couldn't use. They're
Yeah.
incorporating into this one.
Yeah.
He has, you know, Rian Johnson's movie. He's not gonna. I mean, obviously, you can't retcon it. You know,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna wake up and say, "Oh, it was all a dream." That's not gonna fucking happen.
Yeah.
But he had to write around that. He had to write around the things that
Yep.
that Ryan did. He had to write around the things that you know, Carrie Fisher being dead. Also, like, have to wrap up this 9-series arc. I heard there was a meeting with George Lucas before they started production.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they met with George Lucas to kind of just throw some things and talk, you know, and there were, you know, things that they were like, yes, that's good, or no, that's not good, that's not going to work, or whatever.
Yeah.
But like they really did do their best to try to like encompass everything.
So I have this idea about the wills. The wills. Can we work those in at all?
That's
The
my terrible
Wills.
George Lucas.
That was great. But
The
I
wills.
love the reference.
The wills.
Do you know what that is?
Jar Jar Binks. Wait, no. What?
So, George Lucas had an idea about what 7, 8, and 9 should be. He did. Like, he'd originally envisioned this as a 9-movie shebang. So his idea for 7, 8, 9, it was like to triple down on the midichlorian thing. And like there's these creatures that live inside you, and all Force users called the Whills. WHILS. I am not making this up. And that's what those movies would have been like, based around and about. The Whills.
Wills.
The what? The what? The Will Wheaton? What? The Whills.
No.
Your thoughts?
No. I think that if that really was what was going to be produced, that people should appreciate The Last Jedi a lot more.
It's true. It's true. It's not the Wills. It's
And-
not the Wills.
I definitely second my dad's opinion on once they come back.
Kiss up.
Whatever.
He hardly ever agrees with me.
That's
Please,
true.
let's
That's
hear what he
true.
has to say.
You know
Yeah.
what? That's a real victory lap for you.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Let's
that's
please,
good.
let's hear what he has to say here.
I think once they get over the fact that all of Star Wars is a highly anticipated movie with a lot of build up.
All right.
And I think that once all the fanboys get over the fact that it may not be the perfect reality of what they might not want it to be,
Yes.
and have all this in, like they back and
Appreciate it.
a little bit
Yeah.
more
I
for
think
what
once
it
you have
is.
the whole- I think right now we're in the middle of expectations.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about the Transformers movies, guys. I think once those things finally settle out and get out there in the world for a while, I think I'm going to be able to go back and really appreciate the subtle nuance that Michael Bay brought to the Transformers franchise. The real Aristotelian unity and the juxtaposition of the yin and the yang.
And that is the end of the Matt and Dave show. You know what's really funny? I know you were joking, but
Yeah.
you could maybe make that argument.
Yeah.
I can tell you firsthand, you can't because
You've seen the movies.
I used to love the first one. Like I used to love the first one.
Shia
Like I thought it was
LaBeouf.
pretty good.
Yep.
And I've gone back since, and I've watched it. I own it. I actually have it on Blu-ray. And I've watched it, the past like year or two, and I can say that it does not hold up.
Really?
It's gotten
No.
worse.
No.
Yeah, absolutely.
that makes me sad.
I think a lot of the things that I forgave because it was the first Transformers movie.
Yeah.
I do not forgive anymore. Now I hold you accountable for it.
Yeah.
And it does not hold up at all.
Interesting.
At all.
Actually, I have a question for you, just to jump back, because I think that brings up something. So you saw that we did the Marvel Madness thing.
Yes.
Okay. What were your thoughts on that? Like, where would you have ended up
Okay.
within it? I'm really curious.
I need to jump back.
yeah.
Right.
Well,
Totally off
because
topic.
no, it
What
wasn't.
happened to segue? Speaking of,
No, because you were talking about how like that first movie had that like kind of like
Oh,
you,
like
you
Iron
felt,
Man?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
felt the same way about Iron Man.
Well, real quick, I want to finish something
but
up.
I would not. Wait. I would
No,
not.
no, but the same. It's not a direct correlation, but
Okay.
it did remind me like your nostalgia and your
Sure.
uplifting of that first movie in the franchise
Okay.
reminded me that I was real like I really wanted his opinion because
Alright.
I never got a chance to actually
Well,
talk to you
finish your
about
thoughts
it.
on the Star Wars
I wanna-
trilogy.
yeah. So I think what's really gonna, I think this next movie, The Rise of Skywalker, is honestly gonna have that same effect of like how if you wait 10 years, it might come back to The Last Jedi will be appreciated more.
Yeah.
I think that after a lot of people, I don't agree with it, but I think after a lot of people got let down by The Last Jedi,
Sure.
it's gonna bring more anticipation
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Even if their expectations are a little bit lower,
Which is not, dude.
which shouldn't be the case.
Well, which
a
isn't a bad
lowering,
thing.
Yeah.
a lowering of the expectations is not the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah. I think with the lowering of expectations, it might bring a lot better hype and appreciation to this last movie.
I mean, I think it worked out well for Episode 9 that Episode 8 was controversial.
Yeah.
I really think it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's a very salient point. Like,
I think maybe once you tag on Rise of Skywalker 2, people can be like, "Oh, that's why." We had all these expectations. We're mad that we never got to see the Trinity together ever again on screen.
Yeah.
We're mad that Luke completely went against his character type. Like all of these things we expected out of these movies. Now we've got Lando. I think
I'm so excited.
I think one of the things that people wanted to see was Lando on the Millennium Falcon. Well, we got that in the trailer, so
Yeah.
they're not going to screw that up. But let's just listen, Chewie and Lando together in the
Falcon
Millennium
again?
Falcon. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
But I really actually, I'm glad that they brought Lando back, but I could do without it.
You shut your
I could-
mouth.
well, I just
Lando
said I
is
could.
amazing.
I just said that I could.
He has a cape.
He does have a cape. But I worry because of how old Billy D. Williams
No
is.
capes.
No capes.
And what he what
But here's the thing: Lando wasn't exactly what we call a hands-on dude to begin with. It's not like Lando went around punching stormtroopers in the face.
No, he didn't.
Lando is a background player. Like Lando hangs out, he does his things, he has his manipulations, he makes his deals, he makes some other deals.
He was a general in the fucking Rebel Alliance.
He was a general, exactly. Who doesn't do a lot? Generals. They plan.
He flew
Yeah.
the Millennium Falcon during the last Death Star attack.
Right, that's fine. Chewie's gonna do the flying. He's like 194 years old by now.
It's true.
Yeah. You're how old? Oh, you look great.
It's true.
You look
true.
great.
All right, so Jordan, what did you think of the March Marvel Madness thing, and how do you think that it ended up for you?
I came to the same ending of Black Panther being the ultimate winner.
Yeah,
Really?
I think it was a really great story for what it was, and it had just it kept me through. I mean, I don't really know how to say it in the best way, but I think
It's
bringing
fine.
in
We don't say things in the best
Yeah.
way here.
Yeah.
either.
I
Don't
think
worry about
bringing
It's only a
in
podcast.
this
You're fine.
I think bringing in this this new character that we only had like a little bit of a
Yep.
snippet from
Yeah.
Civil War, and then making a new story that, or not a new story, but bringing a story that not many people have put too much time into,
Yes, that's a fair point.
and especially people who just watch the movies. I think they played him as a really it was a cool movie, and it
Yeah.
had a great storyline, and
I mean, obviously, we agree.
yeah. I have to agree more with my dad on Iron Man.
Yeah?
I think that it was more just as I saw it when I was like 8 or
Sure.
maybe even
No,
younger,
I get
and
it.
it was
I
just
get it.
it was a really
Yeah, it's been about
big
10 years.
movie for me,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
impactful.
and it was just I can go back and I remember seeing that movie.
Sure.
I
Was that your Star Wars?
that was my Star Wars.
No.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
but I mean, but like for us, like seeing Star Wars for the first time had that indelible impact on us. Not like the actual Star
Yeah,
Wars,
yeah.
but like for us, Star Wars was like that movie that kicked off this like big grand adventure in this large universe thing for us. Like, and the way you talked about it is like the way I talk about Star Wars.
Yeah. I don't know if it's as big as Star Wars, but yeah, it's definitely kind
Oh,
of.
it's technically
Oh,
bigger
I
than
think it's
Star
bigger than
Wars.
Star
Bigger
Wars.
than
I think
Star
the
Wars?
Marvel universe is bigger than Star Wars.
Yeah.
Marvel is like mainstream. Star Wars is kind of mainstream, but like there's still people that are gonna go, oh, nerd alert
Yeah.
with Star Wars. Like everybody, like fucking house moms love Marvel and Iron
Yeah.
Man. You know, like
Yeah.
you could
Yeah.
like you have to sometimes drag your girlfriend out to Star Wars, but they'll fucking take you to Marvel movies. Like
Yeah.
they love Iron Man, they love fucking Captain Marvel, they love the Guardians of the Galaxy. Right, Dave?
Yeah.
But-
Yes. It's just like that.
I agreed with most everything else besides Civil War and the
Yeah,
Winter Soldier.
He was one of the Civil War fans.
Yeah.
I really liked
Civil War?
Civil War,
Same.
and I'm
Why
not
do you think Civil War was a better movie than
Yeah.
Winter Soldier?
mainly because I'm not that much into the spy flicks. As much as I think
Fair.
I like them, and I can get behind it. I just didn't think that. I didn't really think that
Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier was that good. I mean, I think it was good, but I don't think it had held up to what Civil War brought.
Civil War, sure.
Because I mean, as much as Civil War didn't bring to me personally, because I mean, I read the graphic novel. It
Yeah.
was an amazing graphic novel.
Yes, I own
and
it.
it was
It's wonderful.
yeah, and so I know they couldn't possibly
Sure.
bring what that
Yes.
brought, but I think it was a really cool, somewhat Avengers-like movie
Yeah.
where they split the two teams apart.
Yeah.
They split
Split the one
the
team
one
apart.
team,
Yeah.
up, which is crazy.
Yeah.
To put people that you've now grown with and have seen them fight together as friends and as family, to just split them down the middle and say fight it out, I think that's really cool. And also that then set up for the next Avengers movie,
Yeah.
where and movies after, saying that these two people don't even know each other anymore.
They had to take 2 movies to get the Avengers back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's really funny is I think Civil War was the first movie that he saw that he had like any kind of source material ideas
to compare it against.
to compare
Yeah.
it against.
Yeah.
Like not reading a book. Well, you did read like like he was reading the Diary of a Wimpy Kid books when he was younger.
Oh yeah.
So like that those books came out and the movie came out, whatever. But I think that Civil War was one of like the first ones he had like the source material,
Sure.
like of the nerdy variety,
Right.
Yeah.
to like measure up against.
Yeah, they're not going to make a movie where Lawrence Fishburne gets a giant hole blasted in his giant stomach,
Yeah.
by a clone of Thor.
Yeah.
A clone of Thor.
A
I'm just
clone
saying.
of Thor.
A clone of Thor.
Which I mean that would have been really cool to see. I mean, like, where's Thor?
Well, we have a very unstable clone. Oh my god! I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That would be a good movie.
I don't know. Might
Yeah.
go kill someone later. I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, like
Fe-
Captain Marvel sequel.
Feeling clone might go kill someone
Captain
later.
Marvel sequel. She has to go after the Thor clone.
The Thor clone.
Fuck yeah.
Which I honestly think if Captain Marvel, although you didn't, have you seen it yet?
I've seen
Still?
it. Yeah,
Okay, good.
I saw it. I saw it the day after we talked about it.
Okay. But anyways,
You
I
went a
think
good
if you-
2 or 3 weeks before you saw it.
yeah.
No,
I
no,
kept
no. The
asking
last
you.
time we talked
Oh,
about
the
it.
last
Okay.
time,
Yeah. But I think if you put that in the bracket, it'd have a really good running up against Black Panther.
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel.
Really?
I really enjoyed Captain Marvel.
Wow.
I would have gone like I don't know. She probably would have made it to the second round, but that's about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have put it like I liked
I
it.
probably would put her over Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, she could be
she
Doctor
probably would
Strange.
taken she would have taken Doctor Strange's place, but I can't.
Yeah.
Anything in that second round, but Ragnarok, Winter
Yeah.
Soldier, Black Panther, Iron Man, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, maybe. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy
Yeah.
Volume 2 too.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well. I'm sorry.
as well. In addition,
In addition to.
Yeah.
In addition to 2.
two.
To 2.
I think Thor. I mean, as much as I like Thor Ragnarok, I think it was just too much of a Guardians of a Galaxy movie than a Thor movie to me.
He said that after the movie too. I remember.
Yeah.
him saying that.
I mean,
Like,
You're not
I
wrong.
enjoyed it. He's
Yeah.
not wrong.
Yeah.
But that
I
was
mean,
like his big critique.
I enjoyed it, and I'd like to see more Thor like than having another really comedy based movie. And I like comedy based movie. I like how
understand.
I love
it
how
leaned heavily on it.
I love how Marvel finds a way to naturally fit in jokes that make people laugh.
Yes.
They always have done it. I mean, besides like Infinity War, where that has to be
Yeah.
a serious movie.
Yeah.
And besides,
Everybody's Justin. Am I right?
who cares?
It's great.
And I think Endgame isn't gonna have as many of those funny moments as
Sure,
as
sure.
others have. And that's another thing about the DC movies. Like I saw Aquaman, and I felt like it had a lot of just forced comedy that they tried to
did.
steal Marvel from.
They
or to steal
definitely
from Marvel.
They definitely. I would say they tried to shoehorn in more jokes than probably needed to be.
Yeah.
But overall, I enjoyed that movie. I enjoyed it.
I cannot agree with that.
That's a perfectly reasonable response to that. And I'll tell you why. Like I do those battle scenes.
That's the one thing that I really enjoyed.
That
is
makes
that it
Davey
made it
so
epic.
happy.
Yeah,
That made me so damn happy, dude.
it was cool.
Dude.
Yeah,
Dude.
I think that was the
Epic Julie Andrews entrance. Dude, you had me at hello.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'll suffer through whatever mediocre comedy you want to throw at me before that movie
Yeah.
just to watch that magic unfold.
I mean, I don't want to get too much into Aquaman of all things, but I think that it was just there was too much forced comedy. The storyline was a bit choppy and everywhere, and I think that they just tried to throw in this romantic thing with them. All of a sudden, they just kind of shoehorned it in, and they were like, "Oh yeah, they're romantic now," but then only ever showed it in a few certain bits. And then this whole quest to find, I don't even remember what they were trying to find.
The Trident?
The Trident.
Yes.
I think that it was just really kind
King
of
Triton's
straightforward, and then everything else was really hard to follow.
Yes.
And
Again, not a terrible critique of the movie.
and then of course, once again in DC movies, the major battle at the end was ended by their mother.
Yeah.
Did you make that point already?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's all right. No,
I made the
No, I just wanna make sure.
I made that
'Cause
point
I don't remember
coming
if
right out of the
you
movie.
told me or he told me when he got home because I
Oh, I
remember.
told you right after
Yeah,
I got
he
home.
made that
Yeah,
point, like right
yeah.
away. That was the first thing.
I
he
had
told me,
a
'cause he knows
bunch
how
of
much I hate
critiques
the
on
fucking
that
Martha
movie.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Even when we went to see Batman versus Superman, he was like, "What?"
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's not good at all.
It's not good. That ain't cool. That ain't it, Chief.
Are we gonna talk about the new Star Wars game?
We
Oh,
can.
shit.
because
Did you see the trailer for it?
I saw the trailer for
Did
it.
Matt see the trailer
I
for
did
it?
see
You
the
did see
trailer
the
for it.
trailer.
Okay.
I want to talk about it, but we're out of time.
Well, we can do what we want.
Just real
What
quick.
time is it?
It's 1:30.
1:30. All right, we got like 5 minutes.
I
Yeah,
got
we
it.
got 5 minutes.
Okay, so the biggest points about this game that I'm extraordinarily excited for is that although it's an EA game, which EA is notorious for screwing up all their games,
Yes.
and especially the past two Battlefronts, nobody's really liked because it's involved a lot of heavy microtransactions,
Yep.
and the multiplayer has not
boxes.
been the multiplayer has not been steady nor nobody really stayed up to it, and it just never
It
never came to
took
be a
off.
good game.
Yeah.
But the two biggest points is that there's going to be no microtransactions
Yep.
and no multiplayer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a single player
story,
game.
It's a single player story based
Yeah.
game, which is going to be great. It's going to be based after Revenge
Episode
of the
3.
Sith. Yeah.
Yep.
And it looks like it's going to have a great storyline.
Do you know who is like
the kid.
quote unquote playing the kid?
Yeah, it's the
Joker from Gotham.
Yeah, from Gotham. Yep.
And the game's, although there's no really official gameplay been released, it's going to be third person.
Yep.
And it's going to be based heavily on lightsaber battles.
Yes.
Which is good, which is cool.
Yeah.
Really cool. And they said it's going to be easy to learn but hard to master,
I'm fine with that.
which I'm also fine with that because they said you're going to find your niche on what moves you want to perform because they're apparently going to have a multitude of all the different lightsaber moves you can
Sure.
use. And you're going to find your ways to make combos and different things like that. They also haven't gone too much into detail about the comment they made, but the lightsabers are apparently going to evolve with you.
Yep, makes sense.
So,
probably
kind
like
of
upgrade
like,
abilities and stuff like that.
yeah, kind of like what was the Star Wars game that they made before? Can't.
The Jedi Academy ones and
There's a dude who had like the electric and stuff like that. It was kind of weird.
oh, you're talking about that one,
Yeah.
the kicking ass with the Force one, where
Yeah.
it's just way the hell over the top. The
Yeah.
Star Killer guy.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, no,
I
it's
can't put
fine.
my finger
It doesn't
on it.
matter, but
But in that game, you upgraded your lightsaber through different kyber crystals
Yeah,
and different
yeah.
upgrades, and I think
Yeah.
it's going to be just available. Make it so that you'll be able to learn more moves as you go and stuff
Yep.
like that. You can maybe change your lightsaber's color every now and then, and different
Very
things
important.
like that. Which
always
yes.
be purple.
Yes, I would love to see. Can you engrave Bad A?
Yeah,
On-
BMF.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to engrave anything I want on my lightsaber.
Yep. Yep.
That'd be cool.
Would be cool.
Yep.
And I
But
over.
Jedi don't need to do that.
Jedi. Sam Jackson does.
But I overall think it's gonna be I think I'm excited for the game, and it's also gonna be by Respawn Entertainment,
Yep,
which
I saw that.
they've made Apex Legends, battle royale game that kind of is a mix.
Taking over the world by storm.
No, it has not.
It's Fortnite Killer.
No, it's not.
It's Fortnite Killer.
No, it's not.
Fortnite Killer.
Because
What is?
Apex.
Apex Legends. It is not.
Fortnite Killer.
Fortnite has had its best reoccurring player and active players.
I knew I could get you.
No,
I knew I could get you.
I'm not like a big Fortnite nerd, and I play the game as much as he does.
You have no idea how animated you are right now.
What happened to not throw me under the bus, dude?
I will throw you under the bus as much as I need to make myself look better.
Oh, dude, I want to get you back
Wow.
on here within the next 2 episodes to talk about video games.
You know what?
'Cause you
Yeah.
just perked right the hell
You
up.
know what too is he's also good. Like talking about technology, we are just talking about the new Samsung.
There's a
phone
new
that's coming out.
Samsung phone that's coming out.
Yeah.
The Samsung Galaxy
The Fold?
A80. No.
Not
The
the
Fold
Fold?
has already been announced. This
Yeah.
is just brand new. It's gonna have most phones focus a lot on the rear camera,
Yes.
and not as much on the selfie camera.
Yes.
What this does is that it's gonna be a fully no notch phone, no hole punch phone.
Yeah.
And it's gonna there's only gonna be a rear camera, but it slides up and it rotates so that the rear
Oh.
camera is the same
So
thing as
it's
the selfie camera.
Yep.
So they can focus all they want on the rear camera, have an amazing rear camera, and then
Yeah.
also have that
Yeah.
selfie camera. The only thing that comes to question is when is that gonna fail?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The
Because-
actual mechanics of
Yes,
it. Yeah.
because I mean you're gonna be doing that thousands and thousands of times, especially if
Vain
you're
bastards.
gonna have Face ID.
Yeah.
It's gonna need to pop open every
Yeah.
time you open your
No,
phone.
I agree.
And that comes into question because this hasn't been implemented as much with phones recently. It's kind of a new idea coming with how people don't want to notch, and if you're
I
gonna,
don't understand the anti-notch crowd. Like what? How But I'll tell you. So I saw a different iteration of that I think you'll appreciate. So they went to the one camera, the front-facing camera, but in order to take selfies, they just put a display, like display on the front camera, so you can take a selfie with your front-facing camera, and all you see is just your like a viewfinder version of it. Like you're not going to actually use it for much.
Yeah.
But so they just put a display on the front of the camera, like a low quality display that you can use to take selfies with your front facing camera. That way you don't even have any of the mechanics that are going to like run through and probably snap off because it's Samsung or catch on fire and destroy everything.
Yeah.
We're going to do a spin-off once the Matt and Dave show is over. It's going to be Dave and Jordan Tech Talk.
Tech
Talk.
Tech Talk.
I can do that.
All right, we're out of time this
We
week.
got to go.
Yeah, we got to get going. But hey, 3 more. Thanks for joining us, kid.
Hey, thanks, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Glad you got Jim on.
Thanks for having me.
You have good insight into things, and the Howard the Duck thing is gonna blow my mind for another next.
I have
24
so many
hours.
questions. I gotta tweet somebody.
I do tweet somebody. Did Howard the Duck make it? That's the one guy like nobody's asked about.
Dude, you should do it. Don't let us take credit for it.
Yeah. Do you have a Twitter?
Yeah, I have a Twitter that has like 3 followers.
It's fine.
Am I one of them?
Probably. Maybe, I don't know.
Probably
All right.
not. All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Bye.